Cloud. And everyone hits got it.
All right, welcome everyone to
Can't
our
get the
Maintaining
sound.
Your Brain celebration. This is, I would like everyone, if you could, to mute yourselves. It would be really helpful. We find that sometimes it can be a little bit disorienting to all of us and disruptive. So if you don't mind muting yourselves, that would be great. Welcome to our Maintain Your Brain celebration. This is the culmination of a full year of amazing classes, programs, and webinars, which the Freeburg JCC was so fortunate to be able to present to you with the generous support of the Spartak Foundation on Aging. Starting last year, Pam and I launched this initiative to address all of our concerns about our cognitive health. Combining science and lifestyle changes, you all learned throughout the year various strategies, tricks, and approaches to tackle all the issues that we are all confronting as we age. There's some feedback. If somebody could mute themselves.
We're gonna need everyone to mute.
I just lost it here.
Just lost it? We're still waiting.
It was on and now.
From learning about stress reduction, to nutrition, to sleep, to creative expression, to cognitive training, to brain fitness, to exercise and Tai Chi, and the list goes on. You all gained some of the important tools that we all need to try to keep our brain as sharp as possible for as long as possible. We all learned how to continue to live our best life each day and do what is in our control to stave off cognitive impairment. I hope that you all will continue on this journey of maintaining your brain health by keeping active, engaged, challenged, fit, stress-free, and curious. I want to thank our partners in this venture, Stony Brook, New York Tech, Catholic Health Services, and Fox Rehabilitation. I also want to thank Northwell Health for providing free and confidential memory screenings to those who were interested. Special thanks to all of our presenters and instructors who made this such a rich and informative program. And of course, thank you to the Freeburg JCC and to our Board of Trustees for supporting this initiative. Quick housekeeping. Just remember that this is being recorded. Please mute yourselves and keep yourselves muted through the program. There will be a chance if you have any questions or comments to put them in the chat and they will be addressed at the end. So now without further ado, I want to introduce my partner, Pam Jaffe, Director of the JCC's Dementia Services, to start our program.
Welcome, everyone. It's great to see you and thank you for being along with us on this journey. To start us off.
Thanks. Okay. Hi, Pam.
All right. Hello, but please, everybody mute. Okay. Dr. Caitlin Miranda is a licensed clinical neuropsychologist who specializes in cognitive and emotional changes that can arise in the context of aging, illness, trauma. And in her previous position at Stony Brook Medicine, she conducted neuropsychological evaluations to assist in diagnosis, treatment, and planning across a wide variety of neurological conditions, including Parkinson's and dementia. In her current position in private practice, she provides cognitive behavioral therapy to clients struggling with physical and mental illness. Caitlin Miranda has been such a big part of our Maintain Your Brain program, and she is going to tell you about our year-long journey. Dr. Miranda.
Thank you so much, Pam, and thank you, Gloria. It is a pleasure to be here. I am going to go ahead and share my screen with you all so that we can recap a little bit together of everything that we're going to first recap, and then we'll do a little exercise together. So obviously this is the year-end celebration of what has been a busy year at the JCC and with this program. So the Maintain Your Brain program has offered so much to support, brain health and healthy cognitive aging. And I've really liked the programming because I think it recognizes that there's not just one thing to do, not just one healthy way, but that there's multiple pillars of health and many different things that you can do to support brain health. And if we, look together, here is a list of all the webinars that have been offered. You get a taste of that, right? That there's, we did Brain Health 101, Pillars of Health, Brain Fitness, Target Fitness, exercise, assessing your sleep, fall prevention, music, yoga, and mindfulness, really running the gamut. And the list keeps going. These are the lists of the classes. So before those were the webinars, here are the classes: brain fitness, support, cognitive training, fitness, better sleep, dance and movement, fitness and nutrition, stress management, Tai Chi, music, creative writing. You really get a sense of this, right? That these are all things that can help support brain health. And, this is not just, the JCC that knows this. These are the recommendations. And so rather than reinvent the wheel, I took a table from a paper that took the recommendations from major health organizations for maintaining brain health and mitigating cognitive decline. I took out some of the ones that weren't primary, but here you see, physical activity. That's a huge one. And that's something that was offered through dance and movement, fitness, Tai Chi, fall prevention, exercise, cognitive stimulation and education. This is another big one. This is something that was targeted explicitly with the brain fitness, with cognitive training, creative writing, music, and also just generally all the webinars, right? Whenever you take in new information, you're challenging yourself, you're pushing yourself to think in different ways. Social engagement is something that we talked about explicitly, perhaps in support and stress management, but it's also something that when you're engaged in your community centers, in programming like this, in group Zooms, that is social engagement. Heart healthy diet, I'm sure, was discussed in nutrition. Managing stress and depression. We talked about this in stress management. It's likely touched on in support. It's a piece of yoga and mindfulness. And then maintaining adequate sleep. We talked about that in the sleep workshop, also in the sleep webinar. So obviously, those are all based on lots of different science. But I think, fundamentally, I like this quote that neurons that fire together, wire together. So the more that you practice something, the more you do new things, the more you strengthen those connections. And our brains have billions of neurons, and our habits and our activities have the power to strengthen those connections, to learn new things, to take things that were challenging, to make them more routine, to really take some agency in. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and there we go. Thank you.
Not the best way, but.
Mute. Right. There we go. Okay, so the very fact that you guys are all here today, taking in new information, connecting with others, being engaged in your community, challenging yourself with these activities, very in line with the mission of Maintain Your Brain. And I am just so pleased to have been a part of this year. So after that very brief overview of what was a very full year, I'm going to transition and kick off today's activities with a mindfulness and relaxation exercise. We all manage stress, and this is just an example of a very intentional way to give your body a break from the physical toll that stress can take on our body and our breathing. So everybody go ahead and you're going to stay muted throughout this. If everyone can help me out if someone comes unmuted and go ahead and mute them again. We're going to stay right where we are seated, get as comfortable as you can sitting in your chair. We're going to do a mindfulness exercise focused on physical relaxation with a little bit of gratitude and celebration mixed in, since this is a party. So let's begin by simply bringing your awareness to your breath as it is without trying to change it. I want you to think for a moment about how every breath you take brings oxygen from your lungs and into your blood, carrying it throughout your body, allowing your brain to think, your heart to beat, and your body to move. And now let's deepen our breathing, intentionally giving our body a break from the stressors of the day, sending signals to your brain and body that it is safe to relax. I'm going to put a visual up on the screen. Okay, I want you to take a moment to breathe in and breathe out, using this as a guide. You're going to breathe in through your nose, filling your belly with air, and out through your mouth, exhaling fully. If you like this visual and this rhythm, continue to watch it and follow along. If not, go ahead and close your eyes and breathe in a way that is comfortable for you. As you continue to breathe, I'm going to guide you through a check-in with your body from the top of your head down to your toes. Start by making sure that your head is in the midline of your body, that it's not tilted too far to the right or the left, front or back. Whatever's a comfortable place for you. Starting at the top of your head, try to relax the muscles in your forehead by letting your forehead be smooth. Moving down to your eyes, allow your eyelids to gently close so that they too are smooth. Try not to raise your eyebrows or squeeze your eyes together. Just picture your eyelids closing, like drawing the shades on a window. As you move down to your jaw, let your jaw be relaxed, your lips slightly apart, your teeth slightly apart, your tongue resting on the floor of your mouth. Let all the tension go out of your jaw. Let gravity do its job, pulling it down gently. Moving further down to your shoulders. Try to make sure your shoulders are evenly sloped. Picture putting a marble right next to your neck and having it roll off first one shoulder, then the next. Continuing down to your chest and belly. Continue to focus breathing in a way that fills up your stomach with air and then exhales it fully. Breathing nice and easy from your diaphragm. Allow your arms to rest comfortably, either on your chair or on your legs, your hands open, fingers apart, holding as little tension as you can. Let your legs rest comfortably. They might be stretched out in front of you. They might be flat on the ground. Notice the weight of your feet on the floor.
Lauren is just good in English. She's a very good writer. I think.
Scan through that checklist again with me, starting with your head in the midline, your forehead smooth, your eyes gently closed, your jaw relaxed, your shoulders evenly sloped, your breath slow and comfortable. Your arms resting at your side, your hands open, and your legs resting comfortably on the floor. As you continue to sit in this relaxed position, I want to spend our last minute of this exercise making room for gratitude. I want you to think for a moment about the time you spent engaging with this program. Maybe it was one webinar or class, maybe it was many. Think about what you've taken from it, how you may be a little different now than you were before. Give a silent thank you to yourself for seeking out this resource and showing up for yourself. Think now for a moment about all the people on this call. Some of them very different from you, some perhaps similar. Everyone brought together by common interests, common goals, common community. Give a silent thank you for this connection. Think of your brain. I want you to regard it with awe for everything that it does for you with ease and with compassion for those things that might be a struggle. And give a silent thank you for bringing you this far. Think of all the behind the scenes work, the grant applications, the emails, the Zoom calls that went into this program. Be thankful you didn't have to do that part. And let's give a not so silent thank you to Pam and Gloria and everybody at the JCC who made this amazing program a reality. So go ahead and open your eyes if they're not open already. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Thank you everyone for following along with me and for allowing me to be a part of this year. And I'll go ahead and pass it on to whoever is next on the docket here.
Thank you so much, Caitlin. Feel so much more relaxed now. And thank you for your kind words. It's been just a pleasure having you be a part of our Maintain Your Brain journey. So thank you so much. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Megan Dunlap, who is an award-winning and nominated actor, writer, and improviser. Megan has been a part of Tightrope Theater since 2021 and is thrilled to be teaching improv for Parkinson's, improv for brain health, and improv for work. She was born in Toronto and has made New York City her home for the last decade, acting in theater, television, and films. She's also been a part of the renowned Dirty Little Secrets Improv New York City team since its inception in 2015. Now a little bit about Tightrope Improv Theater. It was formerly known as Sourdough Theater, which was founded in 2014 by Ali Froggatt alongside Sarah Ferguson and Quinn Contini. Sourdough Theater officially relocated from Calgary to Vancouver in 2017. In Calgary, Sourdough worked closely with Loose Moose Theater to produce over 50 improv shows, 4 original formats, 2 Canadian Fringe Festival runs, and 3 consecutive years of the Canmore International Improv Festival. Improv for Wellness exists to bring the art form and skills of improv into communities to inspire connection, wellness, and growth. Through their numerous programs, participants are encouraged to find and use their unique voice despite challenges that they face in their lives. So now, without further ado, I am so excited to welcome Megan Dunlap to lead us in some improv. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pam, and thank you, Gloria, for asking me to be a part of this very special celebration finishing off a wonderful year of programming. And thank you so much, Caitlin, for getting us started and warming us up. So to piggyback onto what Pam said, Tightrope Theater is a wonderful company that uses improv to teach for various things, for wellness, for brain health, for work, for all kinds of things that we all have to deal with in our lives, regardless of what is going on for us. So I don't know about you, but I'm someone who tries to control a lot of things in my life. And improv has been a wonderful way to get me out of that desire for control and to really be in the moment. So improv is really about saying yes. Whenever you're given an offer, it's truly about accepting that offer with a great big yes and being able to build on that. Now, many of us don't realize that we're improvising mostly all the time, every day in our lives. And what we do in our courses is we have 6 weeks to really engage in using these basic principles of listening, of presence, of celebrating our mistakes, of working collaboratively, and really to have fun. So I want to start by having some fun with you. We're going to play a game that's basically called Emotional Coaster. And many times in our regular day-to-day life, we have all kinds of feelings that are going on within us. And some are easy feelings, some are difficult feelings, some are feelings that we don't want to have, some are feelings that we really are welcoming. So what I would like for you to do is use the chat to type in any feelings, anything at all that comes to mind that you want to explore or that you're just thinking of right now. I'll just have a variety of feelings that we can have in the chat that we can use to inform our game today. Oh, I see one. Joy. Excellent. I'll get a few and then we can keep going here. Sleepy. Exhilaration. Wonderful. Can be anything at all. And while I'm saying that, a reminder, it can be anything at all. All answers are welcome. All experiences are welcome here today. This is really about your exploration, for you to have some fun and be in the moment and to say yes to what is going on. So this is a safe environment. And if you do not want to participate, you certainly don't have to. I won't call on you unless I see a hand raised. So know that you're in a completely safe space with the goal of having fun. All right, here we go. Now we're getting lots of answers. Impatience, fun, curiosity, happiness, gratitude. Oh, this is awesome. Confusion. All right, so a reminder that we're all muted. And so I can't hear you. You can obviously hear me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call out some of these feelings, and I want to encourage you to express them however you like. You can do it with words, you can do it with gestures. I want to encourage you to really use your whole body, whatever is available to you, and again, feels comfortable. We often sometimes are hiding our feelings. Sometimes some of us are dealing with having to mask or masking our feelings. And this is a way to show you that you have other ways to express yourself. And also, this is just as pertinent for all of you, as well as any caregivers who may be joining also. Exhaustion, fear, love. And I really want you to explore to the fullest capacity that you have. I know that we only see each other in tiny screens, but most of us are in rooms, some luckily with high ceilings or windows. So think of filling the space of your actual room, not only the Zoom room, if that makes sense. And so again, go all out. You can make noise, you can use words just to really express yourself and ride along with this emotional coaster with me. So I'm going to use the ones that you've all generously given. All right, let's start with joy. So I want to encourage you to feel some joy. If it's a smile, whatever it is, let's woohoo! Oh, I see this. Lovely. Opening hands wide. Lovely. I love it. Feel free to make sound. Don't be shy. Yeah, the hand gestures are coming. I can see it. Oh, so wonderful. Oh, some dancing takes place. Kissing the air, maybe someone in the distance, maybe a stranger that we would like to know. Amazing. All right, let's go to sleepiness. Sadly, a feeling I'm very familiar with. See some yawns. Stretching. Maybe some eyes closed. We tend to get stiller unless we're fitful sleepers. I see some hands on faces, whatever surface we have. Again, encouraging you to really feel that in your body. All right, let's go to exhilaration. Oh my goodness. Like joy, but different in a way, right? Exhilaration. It's a frequent one and it can be so wonderful. It often has with it the element of surprise when we're truly exhilarated. We don't know that it was going to come over us like that. So how can we be and express our true exhilaration? So lucky. This has already come up today. I want to move on over to gratitude. Hands can be in prayer, thanking, bowing sometimes in deep gratitude. There's such a real humility often that comes with gratitude, true thankfulness, thinking of all the fun experiences that you had this year and all the work that went into it that Caitlin said you didn't have to do. So nice when we don't have to do the work and we can show up and experience the fun. Really feel that gratitude in your body. All right, let's go on to confusion. I don't know. I have no idea. Some head nodding. I'm going to take my hands off of this because I do not know what just happened, but boy, am I confused. Jeez. Whew. How about curiosity? Can be a real fun one, right? When we discover something for the first time we knew nothing about and we want to know more about that thing. Think of all the things that you were told and shared with this year that you didn't know about, and you became, because of all the wonderful instructors and games and sessions, more curious about that thing. And then maybe you went and spent more time researching and finding out more about all of the amazing, wonderful programming that you had done this year. Curious. Such a special one. How about impatience? Okay, I know this one far too well. Movement. Rarely a still one, this impatience, you know? How can I get it done? What is the answer? I want to know it. And how often we can't get it. And that makes me more impatient, right? See a lot of movement with impatience. It's a tough one to really feel in our bodies. Well, it is for me anyways. Whew. How about kindness? So much kindness threaded throughout the year with all the different classes. Think of what you learned, all those gestures of kindness and how it made you feel and how you can bring that fully into your breathing and into your body, into our brains, into our hearts. Kindness really lives in our hearts. We feel it there when we give and when we receive. It's such a wonderful warmth we can feel. All right, how about success? Yeah. Round of applause. Yeah. A little bit taller. When I feel I've achieved some semblance of success, it could be getting a recipe. It can be not tripping on a stair. That can be successful for me. It could be not yelling at my child. It could be, getting all the answers correct. Feels good. Feels good. This idea of getting it, achieving something, success. And it means something individual for everyone, of course. Let's go to peace. I see some meditators. I feel when we were in the deepest peace, we are aware that we're in it, but sometimes it's so peaceful that we're not even thinking about it. That to me is true peace. All right, we'll do one more. How about we will end with some love? Yeah, love that. Love for one another, for all of the great work that you accomplished this year, all the fun you had. Such a lovely one. And so having the opportunity to explore these things is so helpful. For real, we are here now in a safe environment where you get to make noise and have fun and explore. There's no judgment. This is really for you. And these are the kinds of things that we are doing with improv and how we can continue to explore and go really big in some ways that we can't do in real life, whether it's appropriate or not, or there's not the place for it, or it just doesn't happen as much as we would like. We can do that in an improv session because the name of the game is to continue to explore and try on all of these different emotions for size, be it physically, be it vocally, be it through your words, through text that you're creating and making up. It can be so much fun and freeing and take us out of the need to control a situation that may be going on for us. All right. So next we're going to do a game that's called Angry Baker. And what we're going to do is we're going to take an emotion and then we're going to add it to a profession. So again, in the chat, I would love for you to, like I've done, an emotion and a profession. Angry baker, frustrated, astrophysicist, on and on it goes. So I'll just give you a moment to put into the chat an emotion paired with a profession. And all answers are welcome. It can be anything at all, any job, any feeling. Let's see what happens when we put those two together, and we will explore some of those. Just give you a second here. And you can borrow from any of the feelings that you had listed earlier. That's no problem at all. You can have your own profession or someone that you know. I see a couple coming in here. Jealous sister, great. Passionate gardener, angry writer. Just wait for a couple more here. Uncertain statistician. Did I say that right? Fearful astronaut. Oh my God, I love it. Determined ballet dancer. Frustrated lawyer. Great. Perfectionist teacher. All right. Angry card player. I love it. All right. So again, what I want you to do is we're going to explore these. I'm going to call them out. I'm going to call out the emotion and what the profession is, and let's have fun. And I want to see here if we could do some unmuting. We can call on a few people if they want to share what those explorations may be as they're exploring it. Let's say, for example, an angry writer. Can we do that, Gloria? Can we unmute everyone?
I don't know if people can unmute themselves. So if everyone
Perfect.
would like
Yeah,
for a
please
moment to
unmute.
unmute yourself, just do that.
All right. So why don't we play a little bit first, and then if you want to share yours, please go ahead. It's so much fun to see what people come up with. Just going for it again, having fun. So our first one is a jealous sister. Ooh, I was one of these. Oh, I see a hand. Robin, go for it, Robin.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out why my sister didn't want to look at my photos on my phone. And it's because she couldn't take ones that were as good as mine. And she was jealous.
Oh my goodness. A jealous sister over photography. I love it. I love it. All right. What else can a jealous sister look like? I mean, for me, it was, oh my God, I think you're skinnier than me and you're prettier than me. And, you know, you just get all the dates and, oh God, I don't, you know, it just never stops. It never stops with you. And you're older than me. Oh, maybe that's not such a bad thing. I'm learning now.
Mom and dad love you better. That
Oh,
would be a good
yes.
jealousy.
Yes. Okay, Bob, you want to go for it? Want to give us a jealous sister in your best estimate, or a brother, or whichever?
Yeah. You need to unmute,
Can you unmute, Bob?
Bob.
We're almost there.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go, Bob.
There you go, Bob.
Where'd you go?
Maybe we lost Bob.
Did we lose Bob?
Oh, we did?
Oh, no, he should be there. Bob, are you there? Oh, I think we did.
He's there.
Yeah, I see him, but I don't see his. Bob, are you there? Maybe not. Oh, why don't
there
we
he
move
is.
on?
Yep,
We
he's-
found
alright.
him. There he
Okay.
goes. Yeah, he's there.
You want to try it, Bob?
Maybe not.
Okay, no problem. Let's move on to a passionate gardener. Ah, how could you not be passionate gardening? It can be so beautiful. So in your own room, in your own space, I want you to explore a passionate gardener. And then if anyone wants to share with us some other thoughts, what that would feel like, sound like, be like for you, I would love to hear someone share with us their passionate gardener. Look at these roses. They are so incredible. I spend 14 hours a day on this one specific rose bush because we have red and yellow and purple. And I've even done a blue rose, which is very, very special. Does anyone else want to be a passionate gardener?
Me.
Okay, go for it.
Hello, Mr. Bumble. I'm so glad you're enjoying my milkweed. I'm waiting for the butterflies to come, the monarchs. I've grown them just for them. I'm so excited to see so many native plants volunteering in my garden to feed me and to feed the ecosystem. I can't wait for more people to get rid of their lawns and grow wildflowers.
Oh, thank you, Marcia. Thank you so much. Anyone else out there want to explore with us what their passionate gardener sounds like or would sound like? I see you, Joanne. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm so glad to know there's another native gardener out here. I'm also getting rid of my lawn. Well, it's not my lawn, it's my landlord's lawn. And just having so much fun. All the coreopsis are out, so it's all yellow right now. You know, and the milkweed, the butterfly weed is just starting to show orange. And I had spring ephemerals in the front yard where it's more shady. It's just, in fact, I was out there until like 2 minutes to 4 today. Seriously.
Thank you, Joanne. So much passion. Let's
Yes,
go
clearly
next to
passionate.
let's go next to an angry writer. Oh, Randy, are you going to share with us your angry writer? If you can unmute yourself.
Yes, but I was trying to do it in mime.
Oh.
I had no thoughts. I couldn't get another creative writing piece. No more. That's it. Finished.
Oh, done. Thank you. Does anyone else want to share with us their angry writer? See if I see any hands up. Anyone else? I'd love to hear one more. Oh, I see you, Colette. Go ahead. And I think you're unmuted. Perfect.
Device, everything.
There you go.
done, so
Oh, can you try again? You broke up a bit there. I'm not sure if something's happened there with the tech. All right, let's move on to an uncertain statistician. Did I get that word right? An uncertain statistician. What would that look like in your body? What would you be saying? Oh, geez, all these numbers. I mean, does it matter? Does it matter? Anyone want to go for exploring an uncertain statistician?
Statistician.
Yes.
Statistician. There you go. I was uncertain in even pronouncing it. Who would like to share? Anyone would like to share their uncertainty around their statistician? Wow, that's a hard one.
I don't know. The numbers don't match.
Mhm.
How could that be?
That was my my contribution. I've been a biostatistician for 40 years, and basically we try to make sense out of uncertain and variable phenomena. So statisticians, when they draw a conclusion, are always uncertain to a certain extent.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, thank you for doing it. Not something I think that would be a strength of mine, but sounds like it was a strength of yours. All right, we will do one more. Let's do a perfectionist teacher. Okay. Everything has to be perfect. There has to be 30 students today, and if there's not 30, we are going to shut down school.
You're right. And if I can't get there in person, I don't want to do it.
That's right, Sue. I hear that. Anyone else want to share their perfectionist teacher with us? Marcia, go ahead, Marcia.
I will say this, but a real person who's teaching art would never do this. The perfectionist teacher would say, you have to stay within the lines.
Very true, very true. So that gives you an example of what we were talking about, which was how to manage, as we talked about with the statistician. Did I say it right? How to manage uncertainty. So we explore these emotions and these professions, sometimes completely the opposite of each other, what we would think is of a teacher or an astronaut, etc., to really get a sense of how we can manage uncertainty and how we can keep coping when things feel overwhelming or too much or stressful, right? This is something that we're often coming up against. And when we do this in an improv capacity, it's fun, it's safe, it gets our brain sometimes thinking of two different things at the same time in a way that encourages us to continue to manage with some of the uncertainty that all of us can be facing at various different times. How we can continue to say yes, and then eventually say yes and really build upon what is going on for us, and how that is so important in all of the management. So we are offering our next class with Tightrope in September. It is going to be a virtual class, and I'm going to place the link into the chat, both of Tightrope Theater, but also of the specific class. What we have is 3 different things. We have a level 1 class, we have a level 2 class, and then what's happened is we have troops where people from various groups, be it Parkinson's or other different areas, get together and have a troupe that is joined, which is amazing. And then they do their own shows. So it's a real wild exploration. People have loved doing the improv so much that they continue on to do it and eventually perform. So I'm just gonna find my notes here and paste the information in the chat so that you have a sense of how improv can help and some of the fun things that you can do, as I said, as a management tool, as a tool for having fun, as a tool for exploring, learning how to be perhaps a better listener. And sorry, my copying and pasting is not working. See, I'm dealing with the uncertainty. Tools, right? All of these are incredible tools for us. that we all need. We all need, and we get some
There you-
tools stop working, right? And so then we need to get a new tool, a new way in, as you've learned all this year and all the various programming that you've done. And we are offering a special discount if you do choose to sign up today, or in the next few days. We're giving $20 off, and I'll put the code in, which is maintain brain. All right, and that's it from me. That's what I got. So I think I'm passing it back to you, Gloria, or Pam. One of
Pam.
these two fabulous people.
Yes.
Thank you, Pam.
Okay, thank you so much, Megan. It was wonderful. And now we're going to move on to Dr. Shelley Pazer, who has been teaching our Maintain Your Brain Through Brain Fitness. Just a little bit about Dr. Pazer, who holds a BA in psychology and elementary education from the City University of New York, and her PhD in developmental psychology from the Graduate School and University Center of the City University of New York, clearly a product of New York City higher education. Dr. Pazer designs and facilitates workshops in adult brain fitness and has been working, teaching interactive brain fitness workshops with adults across Long Island, New York City, and now in Florida at libraries, adult centers, assisted living residences, adult education programs through AARP groups, and JCCs like ours to help everyone stay mentally sharp and fit. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome our friend Dr. Shelley Pazer to give us a taste of brain fitness.
Hi, everyone.
Mhm.
I am going to share my screen. Some of you will find this very familiar.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, this wasn't supposed to be here. It was supposed to rise up
Oh,
dramatically. But
you're doing some improv now.
yes. So basically, there are so many things I could talk about, but I'd like us to spend most of our time doing some exercises. So you can stay unmuted if you are, and try to only speak when we're doing an exercise. So I guess the main point I want to make about brain fitness that we do in our workshops is, if you think about the gym and how it tones and strengthens our bodies, if you go to the gym, that's what will happen. The brain fitness activities that we do tone and strengthen our thinking skills. So what do we mean? Well, as we age, our brains and our thinking abilities do change. Our memory is affected, our ability to pay attention, how quickly we can process information, that tends to decrease the most. Problem solving, decision making, everything starts to slow down. You may notice it in some areas and not as much in others. And these are some familiar examples of when that happens. So I've had this happen a million times. So I'm saying I came in here for something, but I can't remember what. When you're in a room in your house and then you go into a room to get something and you have no idea what you went there for. Or you meet somebody and here, nice to meet you. I already forgot your name. That happens all the time. Where did I put my keys? Where did I put my keys? So there are explanations for all these things, but basically what I want to say is that those situations will continue to happen, but you can work at them to make them less frequent and maybe not take you so long. So And we can slow down all the changes. It's just by keeping active. The main thing with brain fitness is that you have to challenge yourself. You have to challenge your thinking skills, because when you keep doing the same thing over and over and over, it becomes routine. And when Caitlin was talking about strengthening connections, what we also want to do is really build new connections. And that happens when you do something that's challenging, that isn't something so routine that you just do it without even thinking. So I want to try a little brain teaser, and this is something that I want you to do out loud. Okay. I want you to spell the first name of the first president of the United States as fast as you can.
George.
G-O-R-G. G-O-R-S-H-I-N-G. T-O-N.
Okay. Okay.
The tongue twister.
What?
I
Okay.
said it's a tongue.
Well, wait till this part. Now spell his first name backwards as fast as you can.
E-G-R-G.
G-O-R-G.
E-N-I-S-H-A-W.
Wait, what?
First
The
name.
first name, just the
name.
first name.
It was the first name backwards. First you
Oh.
spelled it forward, then backwards. Now, what you just did by spelling it backwards is you challenged your brain. Because in the first part, you had to use a little long-term memory to remember who the first president was. And then spelling someone's name forward is somewhat routine for all of us. We don't really have to think about or develop some new kind of skill. But spelling it backwards is not something we typically have a routine for in our brains. So I don't know what you did to spell it. I tend to visualize the name George, and then I can look at the letters.
Read it backwards.
Okay, so that's already using other skills. You're visualizing, you're looking at it and dealing with it spatially in your head. So that's just a little example of challenging our brains. Now, we're going to do something here called the Stroop effect. And the Stroop effect was developed by Dr. Stroop. Surprise. Now, here's what I want to do. I'm going to point to words. And what I want you to do is not tell me the word, tell me the color of the ink that it's written in. Okay, let's go.
Red.
Red. Blue.
Orange. Orange.
Purple.
Orange.
Orange.
Blue.
Blue.
Green. Red.
Red.
Green.
Green.
Red.
Red.
Purple.
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 Blue.
Blue. Blue.
Red.
Red.
Green.
Yellow.
Orange.
Orange.
Oh.
I love listening to groups of people do. Now, clearly, it's much easier when the word and the color match than when they don't match. And that's, again, a function of our brains. Here are all of our brains look like this. The right side is where all the creative stuff is centered. So what happens is that side wants to just say the color. But this side, which is the more verbal side, wants to say the word. So when they don't match, they're fighting one another, which is why sometimes there's a hesitation before you can say the color of the ink. And that's what goes on in our brain for something like that. Words come faster than the identification of colors, so it's always a little challenging. Okay. Now we're going to do something which is a favorite of most people, Pam especially.
Yes.
And these are called rebus puzzles. And what I basically want to say about rebus puzzles is that they're picture riddles, and they use various techniques to help you figure out what they're trying to say. So for example, they might put the position of the word in a certain place to help you figure out. So for example, night is on top of town. So this would be a night on the town. Okay. Now this one has a word embedded in a word. You see, one is in the middle of the word
One in a
million.
million, yeah. One in a million.
Yes, so 1 in a million. Or in this one, it's on the bottom.
Low self-esteem.
Low
Low
self-esteem.
self-esteem.
Low self-esteem.
Exactly. Okay. The size of the letters, these are large, so this is,
Big
deal.
deal.
now you wouldn't say large deal because they're giving you something that's common. So we don't say that's a large deal. We say that's a big deal. Or this one,
Too late.
Too late.
no, what's this though?
Left too late.
Too
A little too
little,
late.
too late.
Too little.
Little too late.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, so you see here, they put the word,
Oh,
twice, but they made this small. Okay, then they repeat words like they did with the word late. So here we have working repeated 9 times and 5 twice.
9 to 5.
Working 9 to 5, right? Okay. The direction. If it's not written horizontally, it typically has something to do with the answer. So this is what word?
wake up.
Wake up.
Yes, wake up.
Wake up.
So these are some of the techniques they use. So let's try a few using some of the techniques we talked about.
Slightly overcast.
Slightly overcast.
Yes, very.
Slightly overcast. Okay.
And
Wave
Not,
me.
not me.
Hand me down.
hand me down.
Ah,
You see, because you have hand and me.
Knee is down.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, look at that.
Oh, you gave the answer.
Oh. Fortune.
Oh, well. But you
Okay.
it was Fortune Teller. Oh, I got them backwards.
Can we guess?
That's
Okay,
what it is.
no worries.
Okay.
Scrambled.
Scrambled eggs?
What are the rest of you?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yes, scrambled eggs.
That's
It
cool.
is.
Yeah.
The word eggs and the letters are scrambled, so it's scrambled eggs. Okay. This is one of my favorites.
MC.
What word
3
might
blind mice.
3 blind mice.
Oh, 3 blind.
the,
Uh-huh.
the I is missing in each one, and there's 3.
Uh-huh.
of them.
Three blind mice.
Yep.
Okay, so that's the idea with Rebus puzzles. There are so many of them,
Oh, my.
and they're all different degrees of difficulty. I have many more, but I had to cut them because I thought I'd never be finished. And in fact, I haven't been keeping track of time. So here's another way to use our brains. We have to do, this uses creativity. It uses visual thinking. It uses logic
Nose.
and reason. So what do you see?
Horse,
There.
frog,
Frog.
Frog.
Right? Okay. For those of you who are not familiar with this, do you see the horse?
Yes.
Mhm.
I don't see it.
You don't?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
The frog's face is his nose.
Yeah.
You see?
Turn this
Oh,
around.
the hair is right.
See?
Yeah.
Mane, the mane.
Right? Okay. Yes, this is the main. Okay.
Mhm.
How many legs are there? Whoop.
Oh, right. 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20,
11.
22.
What do the rest of you think?
Oh, 22.
22.
10?
22.
2?
22.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
It is 20.
I see it. 22.
There are black legs going up.
And the shoes,
Flesh
the red
legs,
shoes.
right? So
Yeah.
there were 22.
Yeah, 22.
Okay. Now, how many faces do you see?
2.
3.
2.
3,
More.
3.
What are
Oh, I see a
What
third
are
one.
those faces? What faces do you see?
Man with a
Woman.
Girl,
Nose.
an old man, a
Girl
young,
in
an
the
old
woman
woman.
Beret, a,
man
like a
looking
cabochon.
right. and a girl looking with 2 eyes.
Oh, an old woman, yeah, 3.
Two
Okay,
old
there
people
are
and a
three.
young person.
This is the man with the
Right.
mustache.
Right, and the other one on the left with the
And
chin.
then this is the older woman. This is her
Yeah,
chin,
the old one.
right?
And
And
so-
then this
yeah.
is the profile of the young woman.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Does everyone see that?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So those are just some of the visuals and some are more, again, everything changes in terms of degree of challenge, but as we do these workshops and people who've been in them can attest to this, you're able to do things after a while that you could never have done at the beginning.
Right.
Get more and
Right.
more complex because you learn how to do them, you build new connections in your brain. Then we have a game called Tri-Bonds, which is actually really a board game. Here we go. There are words, they give you 3 words and you have to figure out what do they have in common. So picnic, card, and pool.
Table.
Tables, they're types of tables. Okay, how about instant, hidden, candid?
Camera.
Camera.
Good, you're all good. I make it harder for you in the future.
Mhm.
Okay, lungs, brain, ears.
Organs?
Lobes.
Yeah.
They all have lobes.
They all have lobes.
Oh,
That was good.
Mhm.
I've never been good at that.
Okay, turtle, M&M candy, ocean.
Shell.
Shells.
What did the rest of you think?
I didn't hear.
They all have shells.
Yes. they all
Shells.
have
Ah.
And last one, a mountain, a football, droopy pantyhose.
They all fall down.
Now, think of what you do on a mountain. Think of what is sometimes done with a football when they huddle, they say a word.
Hike.
Hike, yes, so they are
Oh.
hiked. They are hiked. Now, I need to ask Pam,
That's a
Yes.
Gloria, is my 15 minutes up?
You probably could do another 5 minutes. I would go 5 more.
Okay. So I'll come back to that. Okay, so here's some of the extra stuff I put in case I had time. We do a lot of these pattern recognition problems. It's kind of abstract thinking. So for example, we go from this to this to this. Which one would be next of the choices on the bottom?
D.
What do the rest of you think?
D.
D.
It is
D.
D,
D, each time it doubles.
because it goes from 1, it doubles, 2, it doubles,
Two, eight.
and
Right.
4, 8.
Eight.
exactly. Okay,
Oh,
have these figures that vary in a couple different ways. What would be next? Here are your choices.
Hey,
A.
Or it could be
yeah.
D.
A,
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6. Number
Three,
sides.
So does everyone think it's A?
yes.
Mhm.
It is A, and as you said, it is because the number of sides keeps increasing. But also notice that it has to be a different color. So it
That's
couldn't
why.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
these 2 match and these 2 match. So already these 2 were knocked out in terms of color. Okay.
They're also actually, the colors are actually in sequence. If you look at,
What?
I said the colors are actually in sequence. If you look at it, red, orange, yellow, green.
Mm.
If you had a.
Yeah.
sequence-
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Mirror image. Here is the word water, and this is a mirror. So what would the word look like on this side?
D. No, C, right, sorry. C.
C.
Yeah.
Anyone think anything else?
Say.
See,
I agree.
Okay,
Yes,
it's C. It's C, look, that's how it would be.
yeah,
I said C.
Because the T
It's
is
the only
upside
one
down.
with the T up.
yes.
I said
Right.
C.
Actually, the T is
It's
upside
the
It's
only
down.
one.
really
All three of them.
tricky with numbers, and certain letters are just backwards and others are not. But anyway, these are some of the exercises we do. So here's a few more Rebus puzzles.
Comedy,
Comedy, right?
comedy.
Comma D.
Comedy.
Comedy.
Say it again, Sam.
Strawberry
Strawberry
shortcake.
cake.
Shortcake.
Oh,
Now, again, this is one that is showing that this word is smaller to
Strawberry
you to
shortcake.
think of shortcake.
Short, yeah.
And
half price.
everyone
price.
says that.
Right,
The
right.
right price, right price.
Price,
Right.
price. Oh, right price.
It's-
Price is right, or the price is right.
Yes, the price.
The price is right.
Very good.
There is one with half price, but what it does is it only shows half the word.
Oh,
It's half price. So I'm going to bring you back to my two closing cartoons. Okay, so why brain fitness is important. Here's a couple, and he says, damn, another real Food Channel again. And she says, that's the microwave Bob. And then here's a couple at the doctor, and he says, so how's your
Yeah.
memory?
Mm.
It's for brain fitness, our little session. There's so much more.
Yes.
But it's challenging and fun, and it really, over time, makes you sharper. That's it for me.
Thank you.
Okay.
Shelley, there's a new
Thank you,
puzzle
Shelley.
called Digits. Have you seen it?
Uh-huh.
Yes, I do it all the time. It was so hard the other day.
Oh, it's terrific.
What's
I
it
love
called?
it. I
What's-
love it.
What's it called?
It's called Digits. It's in the
New York Times.
New York Times has a new puzzle.
Yes.
And it's called, Connections.
Okay,
Oh, Connections. That's what I was talking about, not digits.
yes.
Oh, have you tried Digits?
I only tried once. I was like, what? Okay.
All right. So thank you so much, Dr. Pazer, for your
You're most
little,
welcome.
Yeah.
your sample of our brain.
It's been great.
Goodness,
I
it's
love
been
doing
great.
workshops. I really do.
All right, and we'll tell you a little bit more at the end about what's coming up. But now,
Shelley.
without
Thank you.
further ado, I'm going to introduce our next presenter. Donna Grossman has had a lifelong passion for yoga and exercise. She's currently the program assistant at the Freeburg JCC's Dementia Program. She holds a BA in psychology from the City College of New York and is certified as a Tai Chi for arthritis and falls prevention instructor. She has been teaching our in-person Maintain Your Brain through Tai Chi and will demonstrate for you now the benefits of this exercise. So, Donna?
Hello, thank you, Pam. Dr. Pazer, that was wonderful.
Thank you.
I assist Pam Jaffe in the SADC program, the senior daycare, and I absolutely love and adore it. And through that, the JCC gave me the opportunity to become a certified Tai Chi instructor, which I very happily, graciously, and wholeheartedly embraced and accepted and fell in love with Tai Chi. As Pam had said, that I am a avid exerciser since day one. My grandmother taught me to walk and exercise since I'm born. And I fell in love with yoga as a young girl, and I just, through the JCC, found Tai Chi. I love it. And it seems that everything seems to fit into the Tai Chi world. My yoga, my living, everything about our health and our being just can benefit through exercise, and Tai Chi has become one of my very favorites. There was an article in Newsday last Tuesday. It's called "It's Never Too Late to Start Exercising." And it says exercise boosts brain health, and even in the elderly. Exercise can sharpen your thinking and keep your brain healthy as you age, even if you don't start exercising until later in life, in your 70s, 80s. That's the finding of a new study that found that even sedentary 70 and 80-year-olds who start exercising can improve not only their physical fitness, but their mental fitness as well. And how does Tai Chi for memory work? The combination of Tai Chi movements and breathing is an obvious choice to maintain physical and emotional balance, memory, social interactions, and general health. All these effects on the body and mind are needed for people as they age and lose their memory for any number of reasons. And we all do as we get older. It's just a fact of life. One of the main parts of Tai Chi, and to really be able to put the body, the mind, and the internal workings of our inner being into action, is through our breathing. We touched on that in the very beginning, and that was a wonderful exercise. I often use that in our programs as a relaxation at the very end of our programs. But the breathing not only enables us to take in the air and exhale the bad air, take in the fresh air and exhale the bad air, but it also strengthens our inner core. Our center of energy is called the Chi, and it's inside our belly button section. And in Tai Chi, the breathing that I teach is to breathe in through the nose, take it in through the nose, into the trachea, down to the lungs, bypassing the abdomen and going into the belly. So when you breathe in, you're sitting up straight. Posture is a very important part of Tai Chi. And we're going to do a little bit of Tai Chi breathing. So if you can join with me and just sit in a comfortable chair, sit with straight posture. We're going to take the breath in through our nose, down through our trachea, and into our lower belly as we inhale all through the nose. And we're going to expand the lower belly. And then when we exhale, we're going to contract the lower belly. The pelvic floor will tighten, but this whole section internally will stay straight and erect. So let's try that. Let's take our hands, put them comfortably in our laps, sit up straight, and inhale through the nose. Let's begin. Inhale. Expand the belly, and exhale through the nose. Let's do that again. And exhale through the nose. One more time. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. And we're going to add in one of my Tai Chi positions. This is absolutely my favorite. It's wonderful for relaxation. I do it anytime I feel stressed out, if I'm in an airplane, if I'm sitting in traffic. And if I'm sitting in traffic and can't move, I could still breathe. If you would stay in that sitting erect position and take your hands, put them in front of your chest, about head width apart. And you're going to move your hands gently out as you inhale to shoulder width. And then you're going to close and contract back to head width. We're never going to touch our hands together, But what we're going to do is we're going to do this along with our breathing in and breathing out, the way we just did. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time, breathe in, breathe out. You could do this anytime, any place to relieve stress, to just ground yourself, and it will definitely take you into a more comfortable, calming place. And also, what we're doing in Tai Chi, which is different from your traditional exercising programs, Tai Chi focuses on smooth, slow, and continuous movements. It's different from when you're weightlifting, you're using your muscles to strengthen. Tai Chi believes that your strength comes from within your core, your internal structure. You keep your posture straight, and the strength will come from within to your outside sections. So let's try that open close movement with the breathing again. But this time, as your hands are up, you're going to imagine there's an external force, the air, as you're breathing in outside of your hands. Breathe in. Feel that internal, external air. Now breathe out, close your hands, and feel the energy inside your hands. Open up, breathe in. Feel the energy outside. Breathe out. The energy within. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. You do this enough times, you're going to feel relaxed and you're going to feel comfortable. At any point, if your breathing becomes uncomfortable and you say, oh, I can't do this, stop and just breathe normal. And then if and when you're ready at any point, you can go back to your Tai Chi breathing. And this is called open close. It's a very widely used Tai Chi movement, which works wonders within your body. Now I want you to do a Tai Chi just a couple of warm-up movements with me, which are wonderful. My specific Tai Chi training is for arthritis and fall prevention. And fall prevention happens often because people are tentative and nervous that they're going to fall. And when they're thinking about falling, oftentimes a fall will follow after the thought. But Tai Chi for arthritis and fall prevention teaches us to bypass that, to do our movements with thought, with internal intention, and with mindfulness. And as you're using the breathing, that will give you that strength and that ability to focus on what you're actually doing. But let's take some of the movements, just a couple of warm-up movements. This is for the hands. I want you to put your hands and make two fists up like this. And you're going to open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. Two more times, open, close, open, close. I started doing Tai Chi a year plus ago, and my fingers, my pinky fingers had arthritis. And after doing Tai Chi pretty much daily, but doing the open close movement for the hands, I have no pain in my pinkies anymore. I mean, I'm very diligent and I love exercising. I've got that in my favor. That's a wonderful thing. But to get to love it, if you try it and do it consistently and you feel the benefits of it, it works. So this is a wonderful hand movement to keep those fingers nimble and to ward off any kind of arthritis discomfort that we might feel. Now, this is probably my favorite movement. This is just breathing. You're going to take your hands down by your side. I don't know if you could see me. I'm going to stand so you can see me. Just take your hand by your side, gather that energy, and put it inside of your energy center called the chi. Again, breathe in. Put that energy inside your energy center. And one more time. And down. That always relaxes me and makes me feel better. I love Tai Chi. I would recommend it to anybody. We are doing this through Brain Fitness, and please contact Pam if you have any interest in joining us for one of our Tai Chi workshops. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Donna.
Thank you.
That was wonderful. Now, I'm really happy to introduce Mindy Mengot, who is a poet, writer, teacher, and the facilitator of Maintain Your Brain Through Creative Writing. She also leads a creative writing group for Parkinson's disease and has worked with the Early Stage Dementia Program at the Freeburg JCC. She's also leads a short story discussion group and poetry writing group at the Rockville Central Library, and also leads a creative writing workshop for the UFT retiree program. So without further ado, Mindy, please join us.
Thanks so much, Pam. This spring, I really had a wonderful privilege of working with a very special group of writers in the creative writing component of the Maintain Your Brain program. Some of the writers were advanced, some of them had even been published, and others were beginning and emerging writers, but each one of them had amazing talent and their own special, unique voice. Our weekly prompts focus specifically on tasks that would stimulate and challenge and sharpen the brain. Research has shown that certain writing activities indeed do promote brain health. Some of these activities included writing about yourself in the third person, examining a real event or a real memory, but looking at it through the lens of fiction, so turning something real into fiction, writing in a specific format, such as a haiku or a sonnet or a villanelle, writing in dialogue. Other writing activities that we did that enhanced brain health included translating Old English like Chaucer or Shakespeare into contemporary English, writing in the style of an established writer, and taking on that writer's style, and also writing to a fixed or a limited amount of lines or words. And our group met that last challenge with an interesting writing activity known as the 6-word story, which was attributed to Ernest Hemingway. And I want to share his very famous and very heartbreaking 6-word story, so you can see that as an example, and then I'll show you our own group's writing. Uh-oh. Pam, it says it's the screen share is disabled.
No.
Gloria?
No, shouldn't be. I don't see why it would be disabled.
Mindy should still be a co.
I'll just make
right?
sure she's co-host. I'll just do it again in case something
Okay,
changed.
you should be fine, Mindy, don't worry.
Okay. There we go. Okay, so. All right, so this was Ernest Hemingway's 6-word story. For sale, baby shoes, never worn. Yeah, it's kind of a tragic story. And it combines poetry and drama into a very short, very, very short, bare bones form that is really pretty difficult to achieve. There's a need for absolute compression, and yet you need the framework of a meaningful story, and you have it all going there in just 6 words. And our own group also did achieve this very successfully, very beautifully, as you're going to see in their own 6-word stories. So let's start with Michelle Bork DeLuise's 6-word story, Too Young.
I
Michelle?
loved, you tried, I cried.
Oh, thank you.
They didn't get married.
Maybe they
I did
didn't.
marry him. It's 45 years.
It's never too late. And The Beach by Angela Brown. And be sure everyone's unmuted in our group, please.
Angela,
Angela's muted.
Okay, am I? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, she is. Now you're
you're
good.
unmuted. Go ahead,
Go
Angela.
ahead.
Beach,
The
please.
beach. No yesterday, no tomorrow, just now.
Thank you, Angela. And Maxie Reef, 6 words.
6 words. Megan, Harry, paparazzi. Where's the truth?
Thank you. Maxie. And Lydia will read Visiting Day.
Charms jingling, perfume mingling, safely clinging.
Thank you, Lydia. Okay, and thank you all of you for those
Yes.
word stories. So they were outstanding. In another activity, our group responded to various literary works in unique ways. We read the poem Raspberry by Marcella Sulak, which is a Holocaust memory in which a forbidden raspberry, a wild raspberry, becomes a most precious gift, the most precious gift in the whole world. Michelle Bork DeLuise responded to the prompt that asked, what was the most precious gift you ever received? So here's her response in her poem, My Best Gift. And let me get that up for you. Okay.
We couldn't be more different than night and day. You liked parties, always something to say. I hid in my books. It was better that way. You thought reading was simply a chore. I couldn't get enough. I needed more and more. As my mother, you'd search for the perfect Christmas gift, something to make the corners of my mouth lift. We were both growing up and going to school at night, when finally, you saw the light. I opened my gift that cold Christmas night. The Hobbit and the trilogy filled me with delight.
Wow. Thank you, Michelle.
Thanks, Mindy.
All right, and Joyce Litwin Zimmerman responded to the same poem, but to a different prompt, which asked, what person, place, or thing was the most precious to you? And Joyce responded to that task with her poem, Missing You, for Lewis. So let me get that up.
Am I unmuted?
You're fine.
Yes,
Okay.
you're good.
Missing you. There may not be time to museum hop. See a new impressionist exhibit, play my flute, or thoroughly read the New York Times book review that our dear friend Marcia drops off at our door. But there is always time for missing you. When there are doctor's visits and medical issues I must pursue, instead of writing poems or revising poems, which makes me late like now, poems of grief and my new role in life. But there is always time for missing you. When my fibromyalgia muscles ache, the ones you so tenderly massaged when the condition was first diagnosed. We were first married in a cramped apartment. I suffered endless sleepless nights. When there is no time to peruse the Wall Street Journal, a necessity in these tough economic times, which we could never have imagined for our retirement. When there is no time to hear the old musical favorites, to turn on and play those tunes on the stereo system, always too complicated for me. Judy Collins, Who knows where the time goes? When the season changes yet again, and the ache in my heart is inconsolable throughout every day and through all I do. And sometimes during the time, I can't squeeze in the time, the things I really want to do. There was always time to miss you.
Joyce, thank you so much.
From my late husband.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
A
And a
pleasure.
wonderful workshop.
Well, thank
Yes.
you. We were lucky to have one another.
Mhm.
All right, and another writing assignment that took a good deal of brain power was to rewrite history or rewrite one's own personal history, to consider the, what if. So in Angela Brown's poem, In Praise of Dreams, which is written in the style of the Nobel laureate poet, Wisława Szymborska, Angela reimagines and rewrites both her own personal history as well as the history of the world. In Praise of Dreams, and this is Angela Brown.
In my dreams, my brother did not die from COVID-19. We laugh at the absurdities of life. His brilliance continues to help me soar. He lets me know that all will be well. In my dreams, I'm able to travel to China, Japan, Thailand, Greece, and more. I speak the languages with ease. I live amongst the inhabitants and enjoy their culinary gems. I know their histories by heart and never have to listen to another humdrum, sleep-inducing explanation from a tour guide. In my dreams, I meet the founding fathers of this country, share their inspiration, and acquire the strength and resilience to fight for what is right. In my dreams, I'm able to be transported Star Trek style and visit any member of my loving family and friends strewn across the world with my atomized body totally intact. In my dreams, I'm finally able to end this form of never-ending hope and wishful thinking, and know the day has just begun.
Thank you, Angela. Thank you so much. Okay. In the next piece, Lydia Green examines the writing process itself. And here she writes in a stream of consciousness and also an internal monologue in her poem, Who Will Read This? And this is Lydia Green.
Who will read this? Fall starts, searching for words that don't flow. In my dreams, no, begin again. Take another path, nothing there. Thoughts unspoken, unwritten. My mind's eye says what I cannot. Scroll it up.
Yeah.
Once committed, words cannot be taken back.
Lydia, how true. We should all think before we speak and before we write.
Yes.
Okay. And our final writing challenge was writing about second chances. Here is Naxi Reef's poem, Back to Us Pretending.
Back to us pretending. A year ago tomorrow, instead of dying, I lived. It was a fluke, the discovery of that killer tumor, and everything I feared a year ago tomorrow was part of the package, carving through my back, cutting ribs, nerves, and muscles to touch my heart and lungs. Yes, the ICU for days, excruciating pain, the very long recovery, yet knowing I was lucky. Had it not been discovered, the tumor not removed, I would not be writing a poem today, but at best would be remembered by some, maybe. Instead, a year later tomorrow, I will hold my grandchild, sing Itsy Bitsy Spider, eat Milano salami, mango slices, and laugh with my daughter as we sit together on a couch, finding this life to be ironic, endlessly amusing. Back to us pretending we still have all the time in the world together.
Thank you, Naxi.
Thank you, Mindy.
so much.
Thank you.
Okay, and finally, our last reading today will be Debbie Capozzoli's prose piece called Second Chance, which incorporates her thoughts on the writing process, and it also reflects on the possibility of being given a second chance. So Debbie, here is your second chance.
Thank you, Mindy. Second chance. For as long as I remember, I always wanted to keep a journal, but didn't know how to do it. I scribbled from time to time, starting with good intentions and then lost the desire. Then came this wonderful opportunity for me to learn how to write with Maintain Your Brain through creative writing. It was a 6-week course on various types of writing. We learned about writing stories, metaphors, redactions, etc. An interesting class with a lot of very talented writers. This intimidated me. So I listened to everyone and didn't participate in the class other than the occasionally reading. If I had a second chance, I would do every assignment to the best of my ability and be open to the critics and practice, practice, practice. I will, however, use all the information that was given to me, and as Mindy would say, just start.
Just start, just do it. Start anywhere, but do it. Yeah, yeah. Well, I think you can see that not only did we challenge our brains, but we really delved deeply into our hearts as well, which might also help this the process of maintaining our brains. We used everything we had. I thank you, Debbie, and I thank all of these extraordinary writers for their amazing output and for their hard work, and we had a really good time together. I'd also really like to thank the Friedberg JCC. Let me just stop my share. Okay, I wanted to thank the Friedberg JCC and particularly Pam Jaffe, who oversaw this program, and she was so very supportive, and to Gloria LeBeau, who's the Director of Social Work Services. Thank you always, Gloria. And a very special thank you to the Sephardic Foundation on Aging, who made this phenomenal program possible. So I thank you all.
Thank you, Mindy.
Thank you, Mindy.
Thank you,
Thank
Mindy.
you.
Thank
Thank you all.
Thanks.
You're on screen.
Pam, you're muted.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you, Mindy, and everyone who was part of Maintain Your Brain through creative writing. It was an extraordinary experience for all of us. And now I have the pleasure of introducing our final guest, Lisa Wiesel, who is a master's prepared board certified dance and movement therapist who works with older adults through sharing music, dancing, meditation, and balancing all aspects of life journey, which is her vocation. She specializes in physical, emotional, social, and cognitive integration through her joyous, heartfelt relationship with those in her care. So without further ado, Lisa Wiesel.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hi,
So nice
Lisa.
to meet all of you. I'm privileged and honored to be with you. Thank you, Pam, and thank you, Gloria, for inviting me. I appreciate it. So as a dance movement therapist, I think that perhaps I'm just going to dive right in with you and put on some music. I think looking at the energy in the group, right? Take a look, everybody, take a look at the screen. Look at the energy in the group. Would you say it's high, medium, or low? With your hand, show me high, medium, or low. This is what I always get, a mix of everything. So as a dance therapist, what's wonderful is I can use music that we can either go fast, medium, or slow too. So, you know, a wonderful thing about dancing, I'm just going to put the music on and get us going. Just make yourself comfortable. Don't do anything that hurts you. And I'll guide you. Can you hear it okay?
In June.
Yes.
How about you?
So the wonderful thing about dancing is it's interactive, right? And you can interact with yourself or interact with other people. So here we are on Zoom. And if you can just see me, then interact with me. But if you can see everybody, let your eyes glance around the screen and let your body sway. That's it. Okay, let your shoulders roll a little bit. I just want to warm your bodies up a little bit more. Shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. Just do what your body can. Shift your weight. That's it. Beautiful. Good, Sarah. Nice. How about you? Good. So make the movement a little bit bigger. Shift your weight, shift your weight. One side, the other. How about you? Are you looking at other people in the group? Or me? Ask each other. How about you? Good. Add a little twist. Good. Whoops. Storm it when another person is calling me. Good switch. Good. That's it. You can add a movement if you like. How about you? Good. Let one arm move. So side to side. Here you go. Other side. Here we go. Nice. Hold your own hand. Holding hands and show one shoulder and the other. That's it. Good. You can take it across. Shoulder and head. Little contralateral movement. Good. Yes. How about you? Good. That's it, my friends. Beautiful. Nice. Good. Take a bow. This is a Zoom clap. Clap like this. Look. Yes, a Zoom clap or a quiet clap. Okay. So let's work with another rhythm to help us sort of take the energy and the rhythms of the music in and let our bodies respond to it. Okay. This is a salsa rhythm. Does anybody know what a salsa rhythm is? Yes, no, maybe so. It doesn't matter. I'll help you with it. I'm going to count it out. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. You count it. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Say it out loud. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Good. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
1,
If you're not muted, mute yourself. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Good. Breathe.
2, 3.
Now clap it out. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Good. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now take it to your lap. Try it with your lap. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5. Just do what you can. 1, 2, 3, 5. Yes, if you want to stand up, go right ahead, as long as you're steady on your feet. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3.
Now alternate your hands. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Good. Alternate. 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 Add your feet. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. That's good. I see you counting and I see you responding. That's good. Good. Breathe. Oh, wait, this way. Breathe. Feet go. Just your feet. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. More. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Right, left, right. Now let's try something else. Hands go around as your feet move. Hands go around as your feet move. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5. Very good. Let your feet move. 5, 6, 7. Right, left, right, left, right, left. I'm throwing the whole ball of wax at you today. Here we go. Right, left, right. Oh, go ahead. I like it, Marcia. You can go ahead and do it. Yeah. Go ahead, Rochelle. I like it. Good. Add your own style. Do whatever movement you like. Yes. Your body will kind of guide you a little bit. Take your bows. Aha. Yes. Zoom claps. Zoom claps. Come on, let me see them. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. So did you feel how the rhythm kind of stimulated you, encouraged you, even maybe pushed you a little bit, got your brain and your body working together? And then we even did something different with our feet than we did with our hands. All of those things are so stimulating for us, so good for us, and for me, kind of fun. If you think of yourself as a person that does not, like, is not a dancer, well, I might have to have a chat with you about that, because I think everybody is a dancer. As long as you're breathing, you can express yourself through dance. And even if you're the person at a wedding that doesn't get up onto the dance floor but watches, you know that something inside of you gets charged by just observing, because your muscles and your social connections are nourished by dancing or even watching dance. So let's put on one more song. It's a little slower, and it's from The King and I. And so here we go. And let's just see what we can do with this rhythm. Okay? All right, here we go. Okay, so show me with your hands your response to this rhythm. Something simple. So I'll lead you a little bit. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Don't hear anything.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I don't hear anything.
Lisa, we're not hearing the music.
You're not hearing the music?
I'm
That's
not
weird.
seeing anything either.
Oh, you're not seeing anything?
No.
Wow. I wonder what happened. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
You can hear my voice.
We're
We can
seeing
see and hear
Lisa,
you.
but we're
What?
not hearing the music.
Okay. Tell me if you hear it now. Can you hear it now?
It's only playing when we hear your voice.
I see they're competing. Okay, so I'm not going to use music for this one. So take your hands and just move your hands like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up. Add to the side, moving to the side. Good. And down, up, up, down, up, up. Can you add your feet this time? Down, up, up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So right, left, right, left, right, left. Just let your body do it. Yes, it'll do the best that it can. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So in a waltz, there's direction, there's speed, there's a pause, all of those things. For me, like, I feel alert, awake, wanting to respond, feeling my muscle memories. And whatever dances you did, or whatever music that you like or liked from your childhood, all of your muscles remember. They remember. And so I encourage you to put on music that you love. And as long as you feel steady, or if you can sit and just let your body move, or if you're laying down, if you have any kind of pain in your body, laying down, let your body have some fun with the music. Does anybody have any questions? I'm happy to take any questions about movement and music or dance therapy. Anybody have any questions? Any statements?
If you want to respond, you can unmute. Because I think many of you were muted.
Yeah, I'm sorry that happened.
It's always a delight to experience you. That's all I have to say.
Marsha, thank you so much. Well, it's a delight to watch you boogie.
Great idea, Lisa. Great
Thank you,
idea.
Donna. Thanks for warming everybody up.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Yes,
Oh,
Michelle.
there is a question.
Not a question, just I moved to a different part of the country, so I'm in Eastern Connecticut now. And there are all these dances going on for older people. So we started going once a month. It sounds corny, the Moose Lodge. Well, now somebody put us on to music that's a little more the 70s, which is more for my husband. So we're going to start going to a town we haven't found yet. But evidently there are these dances, and a lot of people go and they just sit, like you said. But there's a single guy, his wife died a couple of years ago. He always puts on the suit jacket, very dapper. He'll dance with all the single ladies that are willing. He gives everybody a turn. He's not a fast guy. And he really had me fooled, because I said to my husband, that's my next husband. If you croak, I'm going to go with him, because he always looks so dapper. I just found out he's 87 years old.
That's right.
You would never know it, because he just keeps moving. He's very slow, and
Yeah.
But this is great. So I don't know if there are dances around.
There
You know,
are. There are
Maybe
dances.
that's something you could suggest to them. I didn't know of them when I was on Long Island.
Sure. Look online. There's something called the dance calendar. And you will
okay.
see every Moose Lodge, Jewish Center, anywhere, or dance studios. And most of them, what they do is, now this is for traditional ballroom dancing, right? And I
No,
want
no, this is just a live band.
Okay.
And, people can do whatever they want. We try to fake it, like we know what we're doing, kind of 50s style.
Beautiful.
But every once in a while, they'll do a Macarena, they'll do an electric slide so all the
Awesome.
single people can get up. It's very easy-going. It's not that, there are a couple of couples who do that ballroom dancing, and it's
Yes.
beautiful. They'll play a polka. It's really wild.
Fantastic, Michelle. Well, I encourage everyone to, when you get together with your family or friends, put on music that moves you
Mhm.
and just enjoy the music, crank it up a little bit, have some fun. As a dance therapist, I'm not necessarily teaching steps. I'm
Right.
encouraging you to just express yourself, be free, have a little fun, interact, because all of those things help to integrate your body and mind, and it just brings out the healthiest parts of you. So thank you
Well,
so
that's
much.
why we started doing it, was just to meet people, because when you're older, it's very hard to make friends. Unless you're working or your kids, you know, that's how you meet people, so.
Yep, you got to show up to where the people are. Good for you, Michelle.
Debbie, on mute if you want to. There you go.
Thank you. I just want to say, Lisa, I have to, this was very good, but I'm laughing to myself because I'm sitting here in my chair and I'm one of those people that like to go to places and watch people. But I dance so good in my chair, I'm afraid to get up. I don't know what I'm gonna look like. It's easier in the chair than it is on the dance floor.
Well, you know, my response to you as a dance therapist is, well, it's a question. Are you having fun dancing in your chair?
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
Don't you enjoy watching other people that are having fun? Like you're drawn to them. You want to watch them because their energy feeds your energy and you're both nourished, or everyone in the room is nourished. And there's just this shared excitement, you know, and aliveness.
Yes.
And so the part of you that may feel a little intimidated, it's normal, right? A little, we're very seen, right? Our bodies are so personal and it's such an intimate, expressive thing to just get out there. But you know, to me, when I'm watching people dance, I love it. I feel most drawn when people are just swaying side to side. And I'll put it this way, feeling themselves. Like they're just feeling. And so you don't have to do anything but feel yourself and enjoy the music. That's it. And everyone will enjoy watching you.
It's good. It's good.
And sometimes they're not really paying attention to you because they're so focused
They're not.
on worrying
They're
about
so
themselves.
worried about themselves.
They're not.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay, I got a question from Richard. Yes, Richard.
Lisa,
Yes, sweetheart.
my wife got me a book, Dance Like Nobody's Watching.
Yeah, and did you put the book into action?
Oh,
Richard?
yeah.
Good. Fantastic. Okay. Well, thank you so much. I would love to keep chatting with you, but I know maybe we're over a little time. So thank you, Pam.
Oh, thank you, Lisa, for taking us to the end of our program. You kind of dancing us out the door, so to speak. But this has been just wonderful. And I want to thank everyone who contributed to our Maintain Your Brain program celebration today. Not everybody was able to stay on for the full program, but we are so grateful to have all of your energy, time, talent that enriched our programs. And thank you also to Megan Dunlap from Tightrope Improv. That was a wonderful, wonderful activity that we had. And just to continue that Maintain Your Brain journey, I'm happy to announce that we will have a summer mini session, which I need everyone to, if you're interested in Maintain Your Brain through Brain Fitness, we're going to have a mini session with Dr. Pazer starting next Monday. So just email me if you would like to join us. We will have 3 sessions. We're skipping July 3rd, and we will have the next 2 Mondays. So there will be 3 in total. And Donna Grossman's going to be teaching 4 sessions of Maintain Your Brain Through Tai Chi at our Friday from 10 to 10:45, and that will start the first Friday in July. So please let us know if you'll be joining us, and look forward to seeing where we're going to take this Maintain Your Brain journey. We hope to have some new things to let you know about as we get closer to the fall. Gloria, would you like to unmute and say anything?
Yeah, well, just thank everyone. I want to thank you all
Yes.
so much for coming. It's been a wonderful journey for Pam and I as well. I'm going to try to, we still have the screen share up. Let me see if I can.
No screen share.
Oh, no, let me unpin you so I can remove the pin. There we go. All right, so now we can all see each other because we really haven't had that many opportunities to look at each other. And so just
Of
thank
course,
you all
the
so
many
much.
screens.
Yes, all the screens, but really all of the lovely faces that have come on to all of
Yeah.
our programs. And we are so grateful that you all came and enjoyed and hopefully walked away with some knowledge and some understanding of how important it is to work at brain health the way you would be working at your physical health, at your mental health. And so you need to work at your cognitive health very much the same way.
Yeah.
And it's never too late to start, as it's never too early to start. We all need to start looking at that, exercise our curiosity, exercise our brain, because that's really, try to challenge yourself in any way you can, because that really is the way to keep yourself intact for as long as possible. We're just so happy. Thank you, Pam, for working alongside me during this program. It's been wonderful.
It has been.
And and we're hoping, we are all really hoping that we continue with this program in the fall. We're doing our darndest to send out, pigeons all over the country to let them know that it's important and to see what happens. And hopefully the pigeons will come back with some, with some good thoughts and more than thoughts, hopefully.
We're encouraged.
Yes, we are encouraged.
And I think it's been also not only the classes, but it's been that social engagement with each other, whether it's been, in person, but largely this has been a virtual, but you feel the love, right? You feel the friendship and the connection. And I think it's been very sustaining and energizing.
Right. So everyone, try to practice. Who used that? Somebody, I think Debbie, you said that. Practice, right? So yes, so you need to practice.
Stay
all
well
of this,
nourished,
right?
stay well
right.
hydrated.
That's right, all of it.
Keep
And as Mindy
moving.
said, and Mindy's statement, just start. And that's true for this as well. Just start. Do some things that you haven't done before. Move a little bit. Do a puzzle here and there. Write a little bit. Sing a little bit. All these things all make a difference.
Eat well, right? And get better sleep.
That's right. All right. So everyone have a wonderful evening and hopefully we'll all see you soon. Take
Bye,
care,
everyone.
everybody.
Thank you so
That was
much.
great.
You.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.